Here's a practice for you to try. $3,000 is invested for 7 years at an annual interest rate of 6% compounded continuously. Determine its accumulation. Pause and write this down and set up the formula using the one we just discovered, and then come back and we'll work through it together as well. Coming back, investing $3,000 means that's your principal, right? You invest it for 7 years, so that's T. Now, what often throws students off is the compounding. Words like annual interest rate often imply that it should be considered simple annual interest, right? But they'll say annual interest rate to make sure that you know that you only get a total rate of 6% for the whole year. Then the words that come after tell you compounded how often. So annual interest rate of 6% compounded continuously. The compounded continuously tells you you need a different formula than the ones we'd use for compounding n times per year. That's the A of T. The amount in the account after T years is equal to principal times E to the RT. So you just need to have principal, rate, and time, and you can find the amount in the account. So the amount after 7 years is equal to the principal times E to the R, which needs to be converted to decimal, 0.06. I know before we were using rates like 2 and 1, which are kind of ridiculous, 200% and 100%. This is 6%. That goes in your exponent. Times T years, again, T is 7. So A is a function of years. It's also a function of the rate, but we write A of T. We don't write A of R usually. So we have A of 7 equals 3,000 E to the 0.06 times 7. At this point, you could do the multiplication in the exponent if you'd like. 3,000 e to the 0.42, but that doesn't really tell us a whole lot more than the line above. So at this point, you would either leave your answer like this, or you could get out your calculator and say green diamond, enter, to get approximately. And it's approximately equal to 4,565.88. Now, it was $3,000. We are assuming US dollars unless they say otherwise. So this is US dollars. $4,565.88 is how much has accumulated in the account after 7 years with an interest rate of 6% annual interest compounded continuously is what tells us to choose the PERT formula, PE to the RT, as opposed to the other one we've been using, P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. You might notice a lot of students think that they should put 1.06 here because they're so used to, which is excellent, they're used to adding the rate to 1 as they would have to do, for example, simple interest, or what we were looking at in the last section with the turtles' population growth or other population growth or decay. You have to add your rate, or if you have decay, subtract it from 1. But with E to the RT, this isn't a B, it's an R. So you get to just automatically plug in 0.06 for R, multiply by whatever your T is. You have E to that times P, and that's how much is accumulated after that number of years. That's not so bad, right? $3,000 after 7 years, you make $1,565 and some change. That's not too bad. That's why the more you can invest, the younger, the better, because over time it helps to pay off.